Traders from around the world. This is the world famous, the incredible, the phenomenal Xochitl Rodriguez, and it's Wednesday. We're working on a Wednesday. We're in a trade on BABA right now, and it's taking its slow, methodical time to actually go higher. We missed Facebook, we missed Netflix, but they were fantastic gaps. Let's go talk about how we thought that they were going to play out from yesterday's Tech Giant Tuesday recording, and I'll kind of give you my analysis on today on how a few traders played it. You guys rock. All right, boys and girls, bottom line, we're going to slowly start coming to a halt a little bit on volume as Christmas approaches. Someone told me that Christmas is next week. Markets close early on the 24th. They're entirely closed on the 25th. There is some impeachment challenges and issues going on right now, and they're going to be happening over the next 2-3 days. I don't obviously know the exact outcome, but my only guess can be that most likely the House of Representatives will pass the impeachment articles, and then the Senate will veto it. If that's the way it processes, then most likely the market will slowly go higher. If an impeachment does get processed in both House of Representatives and the Senate, which I think is unlikely, then I really have no idea what would happen. I would assume the market would sell off pretty dramatically and actually have a good pullback into support, and then Mike Pence would become the president. I don't think that's going to happen, but I guess weird things have occurred in life. And more than likely, again, I think that everything's just going to be the status quo, and we're going to slowly keep melting higher on lower and lower volume coming into the holidays. 7 minutes or less, here's Facebook. Ticker symbol FB, and I love this candle that was setting up. This gap was absolutely stupendous. Really good volume coming in from the last 2 days, and my girl Cheryl is soaking up some gains on Facebook, as well as Angela and Kevin played Facebook for I think 3 hours and some change. Let me go see if I can confirm that. It was a really good day for Kevin. Yep, 1.5 hour loss on Amazon, 5 hour win on Facebook, 3.6 hour win on Netflix. Put him at 21 hours for the month. Great job, Kevin. Wonderful gap on Facebook. Let's go into yesterday's Tech Giant Tuesday and just talk a little bit about why most traders were looking at playing Facebook today. Facebook, next on the list. Few people in on Facebook. Thomas says, I'll be back trading that one tonight too. Whew, Thomas, always on fire. I love it. So Facebook, a few people are in bullish on Facebook, and I do like that. So ticker symbol FB. Oh boy. Guess who has 2 thumbs and will be keeping an eye on Facebook tomorrow? This guy. If Facebook gaps above those highs, I will be playing that bullish. Or if it takes out the highs later in the day, I think it could be bullish. Really, you just had like a random sell-off. When the whole market was up, Facebook tanked. Right there. Pretty broad market stock, and it was FCC or something another. Federal Trade Commission, another antitrust, monopoly, I don't know. So you had a little bit of a quick sell-off, and the trend is still a little bit bullish. Can't trade down to the 50 and just immediately bounced. 215 December covered call on Facebook will expire this Friday, and then we will sell another one for January. And honestly, just kind of expecting Facebook to just slowly grind up a little bit from here. It's going to take its time, but I like it to continue higher. All right. Yep, so that was the analysis. I just like the candles. I track Facebook pretty frequently, so I just know if it's about to do something, where it's about to do it, what it's going to look like, and this thing just opened and ran. You would have had to play it on a 1 minute chart, and Xochitl and I just weren't quite fast enough today to play this on the 1 minute, unfortunately, but it really would have been a breakout. 269 by 199.89, 199.79, something like that. Absolute gargantuan of a move. Netflix was also so pretty. You had really good bullish gap yesterday on Netflix, right? Nice upper shadow from here. We traded down. We were bouncing off the 100 simple, and we took out the high of yesterday. We took out this resistance, took out this resistance. We closed above this massive bearish volume on Netflix again yesterday, and there was just nothing really stopping it until the 200 simple. So Netflix was also everyone's big winner on the day. This is the 3 minute chart, and had a really good resistance. You got to close above here, boom, retest, Skyrocketville. That's pretty much what happened on Netflix. Nice move, good breakout, good trend, and expect Netflix to slowly start pausing around the 340 area. Sorry, 330 area, which is the 100 simple in the weekly and the 200 simple in the daily. But usually Netflix pretty bullish around Christmas time because of new shows, new originals, people sitting around together, families, friends hanging out, watching Netflix films. Expecting Netflix to slowly, steadily grind higher throughout the holidays going into earnings. Buy the dip. Netflix is bullish. Here's another one, HiIQ. So HiIQ up 5% today, hitting the 200 simple on a weekly chart, and my boy Brad Runge playing this one really nicely. We talked about this one actually in depth in his house, at his house back in November. And here's a setup that we had on it. We set this up on November 25th in the afternoon swing trading room on HiIQ. And then HiIQ, be watching this one. I love the trap that came in on Friday, and now you have an inside day candle. There's a really good opportunity of this being a pretty decent either swing trade or just snag yourself some shares and sell some covered calls. That's what my buddy Brad Runge's doing on HiIQ. I like the volume. I like the candle. I like the trap. I like the location. Company also really not doing all that bad. So it depends on how you want to play it. Again, you could be shares. You could just do a really quick trade, or you could do just a nice little in and out, or you could do something where you hedge with options. Beautifully well done. So that's just another great analysis brought to you by our team here at RLT, reallifetrading.com. Let's go check out FedEx, FDX, strong gap and go today. This one, white candle, gapping down, taking out lots of support. Yes, it is a blue chip stock, but it is a gap and go. It's not one that I played personally right now, but we're definitely not fading it, at least not yet, because all that support's getting broken. So FedEx, pretty strong gap, and really interesting to see that this thing is so weak right now around the holiday season. However, this is going to represent a good buying opportunity for some traders at some point in time. Looking at it maybe around 137 as it comes back and tests this low. Come down to 120 would be a no-brainer. I have looked at put sale premium around that price, but there's no money for January and there's not much money for April. So I'll keep an eye out for a put sale around 120 because I really wouldn't mind owning FedEx down at that price. But a trade back down to the lows from October, I think would be a dip buying opportunity on FedEx. CLVS, a lot of traders asking about this one recently. Bottom line, the 200 is going to hold this down for a while, and you're at some really, really strong resistance. You can't forget the math. We had a 400% run up in the course of a few weeks. So it's got to trade sideways and rest and calm down and just chill out for a little bit. And that's where we're at. But the longer it holds these levels, the better. Just know 200 is coming down, moving averages are coming up. Let it coil and then keep an eye out for a breakout. I'm totally fine for it to go higher. Just be a little patient as it chops around and chills out. All right, two more, JD.com. So I have a $35 covered call on JD expiring this Friday, and I do think it's going to expire worthless, although if it doesn't, that's fine. If I get called away, it will be for a profit. But I do love, big fan, huge fan of JD bullish after this candle, hammer, retest, gap, breakout, moving averages, long-term move. I mean, all of it looks good as far as moving averages and technicals are concerned. Fundamentals are also not too shabby on JD.com. So if this 35 covered call by some miracle expires worthless on Friday, I'll be selling another one, most likely a 37 for January, and then hope to get called away up there. And Alibaba, the bane of Xochi and I's existence today. Nice bullish trend, right? Trend's bullish, had a black candle gapping up today, and it's slowly trying to grind higher. We've just been in this one increasing our stop, as you can see. We played it based on a 3-minute chart. So, you know, just like pretty much everything. High wave candle, broke out, entry there, stop below it, $1 stop, trying to get $1 on it, and it's just trading sideways. So we're going to be a little bit patient on it. We'll increase our stop in about 9 more minutes. And then if it doesn't hit our target very soon, we'll just take a super small win, and that'll be that on Alibaba. Otherwise, though, again, as I mentioned a few days ago, and by days ago I mean on December 5th when I was on the Benzinga pre-market prep, Alibaba, a matter of time before it makes new all-time highs. It's not an if, it is simply a when, and by that probably is before 2020. And then from there, buy whatever dip you want on Alibaba. There's rumors on the street that they're going to have a 1-for-4 stock split. I can already tell you now in the future, my friends, when Alibaba has a stock split, it's going to have a little bit of a sell-off, and then it's going to be a buying opportunity like you've never seen, and I'm going to make so much money on Baba after it splits. It's going to be insane. Xochi and I are going to party. It's going to be a lot of fun. Folks from around the world, you rock. Thanks for tuning in. You're amazing. I appreciate enriching lives with you. Have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I'll be back on Friday for a trade review. And until then, love life, live life, and trade it. Bye.